everyone, it's Melissa, and welcome back to my channel. Are you ready to make an adorable necklace for Halloween? I'll be using items from the Softlex Company Design Kit, Gone Batty, as well as some of the leftover beads from the Gone Batty bead strand. And I will leave links down below in the description if these items are still available, and the tutorial playlist link for all things Gone Batty. And before we start creating, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps my little channel grow. And down below, I'll also leave a link for all the Gone Batty tutorials. Let's start creating. So we are using the chain that came in the Gone Batty kit. You are going to need a lot of 2x2s for this project. Softflex wire and onyx, the adorable ceramic bat charm, some of the little sparkly beads from the Jesse James bead mix, and then beads from the kit, bead mix, and then just a couple little findings and more sparkles. You can use any beads from your collection. We're just going to go over the technique of how to make this little cute Halloween bat necklace. Let's start creating. So to start, we're going to need about 4 inches of our softmax wire. And if you want, you can work on the spool, add on your beads and then your 2x2. That way you're not cutting more softflex wire than what you need. And the way that this pendant will be, you can either just leave it on softflex wire or maybe put some seed beads. I'm just going to be using the smaller beads that came in the kit, and these are about a 4 millimeter. So we're going to slide on 3. So we have our 3 little shinies, our bats, and 3 more little crystals. Slide those on. So you can see how they're just going to nestle in the back and give it a little bit of shine for your pot in the front. We're going to pick up one of our 2x2s and we're going to make a loop. And it's completely up to you how big you want your loop to be, but this will be your connection point. And you can also do the same technique and connect them to jump rings. Just another design option. So I went ahead and rotated my 2x2 and it just gave it a more professional finish. Makes it look like a little bead. And I have just a little bit of a tail. So I'm going to trim that. And we have one side of our little connection done. We're going to slide our beads down. And this idea was inspired, I believe it was Kristen that did it on one of the Softflex lives that they had. I think it was one of the Great Bead Extravaganza. But instead of connecting them with wire, if you connect them with Softflex, it just seems to be lighter and a little bit more comfortable to wear. We're going to go and put on another 2x2 on the other side, and then we're going to pass back through that 2x2 with our beading wire. We want to make sure that our loops are fairly the same size and everything is nice and secure. And then just rotate. And then we're just going to trim off that extra soft flex. You can always save your soft flex for another project. So we have our little connection point with our bat. So you could attach it to the jump rings like I was mentioning earlier, or we can just connect our soft flex wire together and just make little connection points with our wire. So I'm just going to be working on the spool. I went ahead and attached one of my little components. So you can see how the soft flex just acts as a link when you connect them together. So we're going to be making this component here. So you need a little bit of our soft flex wire, and then we're going to attach it to our 2x2. We have that little bit of a tail we're going to trim. And also by working on the spool, it helps limit any extra soft flex wire that you may cut and you don't need. So now we're going to cut about 3 inches of our soft flex, and we're going to make the same component. So one of our little sparkly beads, one of our jet beads that came in the kit, and then these little bead caps, and they were from the Gone Batty bead strand by Jesse James Beads. And the more you make these, you'll get better at knowing how much soft flex wire to cut. Because I will have some left over, but it's okay. I'll save it for another project. Slide on our 2x2, and then we're just going to pass back through. Making sure that our loops are fairly the same size. And then we're just going to take our pliers and give it a smash. And rotate, and then trim off our extra soft flex. You can see our little necklace is coming along. We're going to add on these next beads with some sparkly rondelles. So we're going to pick up our 2x2. Doesn't matter which side of the necklace we connect it to, and you can also do the same technique for a bracelet. And we'll have our little links. Give it a smash and rotate. We'll trim off the little tail. And then about 2 inches on this component. We're going to slide on one of these little gray swirls, an rondelle, our jet bead, rondelle, and a swirl. And then another 2x2 and loop back through. Then give it a smash and rotate. And trim. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side, and then attach one more of these components to the end. And then I'll show you how to attach your chain. With our last little component added on, we're going to add one more 2x2 and our chain. And then we're just going to slide on our wire through our chain, just like we would attach a bead or another component, our little soft flex link, and pass back through. And then we'll just go and give it a smash and rotate. Have a design option. I'm not going to be using a clasp on this necklace, so I'm just going to go ahead and measure the chain that I would like. Then we're just going to make that last link, connecting our little soft flex link to the other side of the chain. So we added on the last beads. We're just going to add on our last 2x2. Then we're just going to connect it to our other soft flex link. Pass back through. Sure everything is nice and even. And then give it that final smash and rotate. And if you make your necklace too long or too short, you can always cut the chain wherever you would like and add a clasp. You could do it off to the side and have an asymmetrical clasp or in the back. And we have our beautiful Gone Batty necklace using soft flex wire to make our little link. So much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps my little channel grow. And also check out down below in the description for the Gone Batty playlist and items used in today's tutorial. Have a wonderful day.